Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have another Mac video. I wasn't planning on posting this actually. This was meant to be just an Instagram video, but I saw a lot of requests from my video before to create one in English. So I thought instead of redoing that one, I'll give you guys a new tutorial in English. So here we have the lovely Saba, who's going to be my model for today, and we are targeting dark circles mainly. To refresh her face, I'm going to start off with the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus, sprayed generously all over her face. And as a moisturizer and primer, I'm going to take the MAC Strobe Cream in the shade Goldlite, which is the gold one. So I'm going to apply it all over her skin as if I'm applying a moisturizer and blending it really well. As you can see, the more you blend it in, the more it gives that beautiful glow and it sinks into the skin. So today's video is all about making your makeup last longer and have it wear flawlessly throughout the day. For foundation, I'm going to take the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation in the shade NC40. And because I don't want a lot of coverage and I want to keep it looking fresh, I'm going to take it with a damp beauty blender and used very lightly all over the face. And tapping it and pressing it into the skin. Take whatever is left on the sponge down to your neck as well if you need it. For corrector, I'm going to take the MAC Pro Conceal and Correct palette in the shade Medium. And the color that I'm taking is called Mid Peach. And I'm going to concentrate that just in the hollow areas of the under eyes, so where you get that dent and that darkness. To really brighten under the eyes, I'm going to take the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC30. Now this is going to look pretty light, but I'm going to set it with a powder to kind of neutralize it towards the end. And because Saba really likes that bright under eye look, she actually uses NC25, but I wouldn't go with that light. So NC30 was a good in-between. It's still really bright, but we will tone it down. To set under her eyes, I'm going to take the MAC Studio Fix powder in the shade NC35. And the same technique as I used in my video before, I'm going to use a fluffy brush and make sure it's evenly coated, and then dab and press into the skin and not really buff and blend, so that we don't disrupt the concealer underneath. And then whatever is left on the brush, you can go over the forehead and the jawline, wherever else you might need more powdering, maybe around the nose as well. To contour, I'm just going to take any medium brown eyeshadow. I think I use Soft Brown here by MAC, but very lightly, and I'm going to go under the nose, so on the tip of the nose, and then across the bridge. And then I'm going to take whatever is left on my brush from the Studio Fix powder and buff and blend the contour. Next, I'm going to take the MAC Studio Fix powder in NC46 and sort of bronze and contour her face, sort of adding more dimension and shape so that she doesn't look very flat. I'm going to dust it over her cheekbones. I mean, sure, it has amazing cheekbones, but again, we're adding warmth and just blending it really well. Because we've powdered quite a lot, we're going to do the Fix Plus again, and just to make sure everything is looking great and fresh. To bring a healthy dose of color back to her skin, I'm going to use the Extra Dimension blush in the shade Fairly Precious. Now this is kind of like a blush highlighter hybrid, so it really wakes up and livens the face. And because we sprayed Fix Plus before this, it's really picking up on all the shimmer and highlights. Next, I'm going to take these two eyeshadows and sort of intensify the color of her eyelids because I actually really like them. So I'm just going to make it frame her eyes even more. So we blend this all over the eyelid and sort of diffuse it out slightly. And adding that color on the lower lash line as well, just to tie everything together. For highlighter, I'm taking the Hyper Real Glow palette, and this is in the shade Flash+Awe. So this is the more rose gold shade. And to highlight, I'm going to take the two darker shades in the palette. Before doing that, I'm going to spray her with Fix Plus again, concentrating on the cheekbone so that when we put the highlighter, it really intensifies it and sort of looks like a cream. I like to take that highlight just above and below the brow bone. It really ties it up and lifts the eye. Repeat the same on the other side. And when you're done, you want to spray a tiny bit of Fix Plus again, just to make sure you set all these layers that we've created. For a lip pencil, I'm going to take the shade Whirl, and I'm going to outline and slightly fill in her entire lips. And I don't know why before doing lipstick, I decided to highlight the inner corners of her eyes, so I'm doing that. For lipstick, I want to lighten the center of her lips, so I'm using the shade Blankety by MAC, and this is a very creamy light color, and I'm going to blend it all over the center of the lips. To bring even a bit more warmth to her face, but this time in a matte version, I'm taking the blush Sincere and applying it higher up on the apples of the cheeks. And we can't forget a very soft powder liner. I'm going to take the shade Smut by MAC and doing that slight wing with a pencil brush, just to define her lashes as well. And of course finish off with a misting of Fix Plus and you are done. So if you guys enjoyed this look, don't forget to comment below what you'd like to see next and give me a thumbs up and subscribe. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye!